Good morning, everybody, and welcome to This Week in Dioramas. I am your host, TechChucker. If you aren't familiar with how this show operates, every week I go through Instagram looking for the coolest looking dioramas, and I showcase them right here on the show. If you would like to be showcased in a future episode, all you gotta do is upload your diorama pictures to Instagram and tag them with the hashtag This Week in Dioramas. Now, we've got an awesome showcase lined up for you. I hope you don't mind. I might eat some of my breakfast. It's a bagel with a little bit of cream cheese on it. That's good. Kind of a gamble move because I might get crap all over my face. But I'm hungry, so too bad. Like I said, we've got a great showcase lined up this week. I hope you enjoyed the dios from the weekday episodes. I'm really enjoying doing those episodes. It's kind of hard to keep up with it, but I really enjoy it. I enjoy being able to do that each week or during the week. So I hope you're liking it. Let me know what you're thinking now that we've been doing it for just a little bit. But we've got a showcase lined up for you. God dang, I shouldn't have done that. Now I need to take a drink. Hold on. All right, we got a showcase ready for you for your Saturday. So pull up a chair, grab a cup of coffee or whatever, sit back, relax, and enjoy some awesome dioramas while maybe you're working on your own diorama. So let's jump right on into the showcase. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get started with our first diorama, and that one is coming from Kaiju Blocks. Let's see, a little progress idea. So work in progress. By all means, utilize the hashtag This Week in Dioramas for your progress, work in progress pictures and your full-on finished project pictures as well. I definitely prefer the full, finished kind of posts, but This Week in Dioramas hashtag is also meant to help people just share the progress and maybe ask questions or just to get a little bit of visibility into the work that you're doing. So don't hesitate to use the hashtag even if your project isn't quite done yet. I may not always pick from the work in progress pics to showcase, but yeah, definitely use the hashtag. I'm digging where you're going with this. I love this kind of bluish glow with the light that you got in here, and all of the hats and the shoes is looking so very nice. I'm just wondering if this is legit pieces that you've got hung up there, or is this a picture? It's kind of hard to tell with what we're looking at, but I am digging it. I hope that you will post when this is done. Now, this was posted a long time ago, so you may have already finished this. You may have even sold it and moved on, but I'd like to see the finished product if it happens to be done. So hit me up in the comments below so that I can go find that if it is done. Next, coming from Mighty Matlock, this piece looks really nice. So this is gonna be for a zombie apocalypse sort of barn. It looks the part. I'm digging on it. I love the way that these boards turned out. Look at this one. I used to help my dad on a lumber yard, and the way that this board looks, there are boards that look like that. If you've ever gone to Home Depot, Menards, or whatever, you'll see a board that kind of got caught in the blade, and it just kind of starts chewing away at it. That's what this looks like. And I love it. I love that extra detail. Whether you did that on purpose or this just happened to be the way that this popsicle stick or whatever wound up looking, I love it. I love the way that this turned out. The colors are so nice. The door looks awesome. You might throw a little bit of brown on there as well, but with different photography choices for your lighting, that won't even make a difference. But the brown might help give it a little more of that natural feel as well. But it still looks awesome. I love the window. That broken out look is so good looking. You've got cracks coming in through all of this. Wondering if you used like a plastic window panel from maybe a package of a action figure or something, but this is just looking awesome. I love the whitewash that you've got on the fence here. Very natural looking. Whitewash paint is essentially kind of like a really watered down paint that a lot of folks would use on a farm just to, when we used it, it was to try and extend the life of the paint. You just wanted to get a coat on there. Stonework on this well looking, awesome, very natural looking for the paint on the stones, and then the moss also just looks so good. I think you did a great job on this piece. I'm really impressed with it, and I love this this roof with the tin. The weathered kind of rusty look is very, very nice looking. You did a great job on this piece, so awesome. Congrats. Next, coming from Plastic Habit, this is a Mega Man piece, and I don't honestly know anything about Mega Man, but I do really like this piece. I like the blue. It's very vibrant, and it's just gonna grab your attention. And it looks like they're on some sort of conveyor belts. I'm guessing that's part of the video game or something like that, where they're running along, and I have to assume that's what it is. This has got to be corrugated cardboard that you peeled off the outer covering to get that. That's my guess. But I really am enjoying the different cogs and sprockets and whatnot that you've got all throughout here. And this detail up here is really looking nice. I'm wondering where you got that. Is it 3D printed? Did you find it from some sort of packaging or something? It really looks good. And this, it almost looks like this is some sort of meat grinder or some sort of grinder, because this thing, whatever it is gonna get dropped in to this little grinding area. See that? I don't know what it is, but I love it. It's so cool. It's so fun. So somebody direct me to Mega Man information so that I could Google it. But why Google it when you guys can share in the comments what this is all about? But I really enjoy this piece, so great job. Next, coming from Jensen Trains, and before I do that, I need to take a drink. His work is spectacular. We've showcased your work several times throughout the different seasons. He's got a YouTube channel much bigger than mine, so make sure you check it out if you haven't already been following him. He does a lot of model train size stuff, and then this, which I don't know if this is the Acid Rain figures or, yep, Acid Rain World. I'm really tempted to get into those figures because they're so realistic looking and they're so small and cool. There's so much detail with them, but look at this piece. It's a sci-fi multi-level piece, and the paintwork on here is just spectacular. And I love the lighting. This tealish look looks so good, but just look at the details on all of this paintwork. It is so good. Your work is just awesome looking, and look at it, it's so weathered and grimy looking and old, and it's been around, and it looks so natural. I'm just so jealous of your skill set. Wow, this is so cool. I love it. It's wow. Great job as always. Next, coming from Rhino Dioramas, we've got a 1/12 scale urban style terrace for a D12, and this is awesome looking. We've got Harvey Dent up here on the billboard looking pretty darn good. We've got Bane. Is this a repainted custom of the McFarlane Bane? If it is, I hate that Bane. I hate it, but whoever did this did a great job on it. Brickwork looks awesome. The paintwork on all of this looks awesome. I'm really digging it. If you aren't familiar with Rhino Dioramas, where have you been? I talk about them a lot in almost every single episode. They do 3D printed items. They do dioramas. It looks like he's doing more in the 1/12 scale realm as well, but also does a lot of 1/6 scale stuff. So if you are interested in buying something outright, just go ahead and reach out to him. Otherwise, just check out his Instagram. He's got some really cool looking stuff on there, and it's always new coming on. It seems like every day they've got a post of something new and cool. So great job on this one. It's a great display piece. Next, coming from Dioramas Clow, it's a 1/32 scale World War II church dio. And this is awesome. The scale of it, and I love the picture, the way that you've got it, the camera looking up, gives it that even grander feel to it, makes it look like it's bigger than what it probably is, especially since it's 1/32. I'm wondering, and there might be a work in progress pic, I can't remember, but I'm wondering if these bricks, if you took clay and put clay down and just carved it into that, because I know that a lot of folks will do that instead of doing it out of foam. So I'm hoping that there is a work in progress pic. But look at this. This is a great pic. of the whole thing. There's a lot going on with the kind of cobblestone ground and the rock, all of it. There's just so much cool detail. The fence here, the wrought iron, I'm really digging on the design. It almost looks like backwards A's. Is this 3D printed, or where is this from? Gotta know that. The windows are looking awesome. I love that you've got kind of the blue and green to actually have the stained glass look. This is just a great looking piece. Yeah, you did a phenomenal job on it, but I really got to see the work in progress, because it looks almost like, they're almost like they're indented or something. I would like to know. So great job on this piece. I'll wait for your comment to let me know a little bit more about this piece. Next, coming from Johnny Simpleton all the way from Norway, this little piece, now it's not technically a diorama, though there is diorama that it is sitting on. He's calling it a Krabby 900. Is on a test crab run. I'm thinking of changing it name to Scrappy 900 or Crappy 890. I like the Crappy, but I like Krabby too. Both are good names. This is just fun. So if you're not familiar with Johnny, he does some really unique work. He takes bits and bobs and odds and ends and all sorts of cool little just things that you can find around the house, and he creates these little either like robot constructions or dioramas out of these little pieces that you find around the house. And you can see like this is some sort of cap for a bottle or something, and he just reuses these pieces and he puts them together, and he's just got an eye for creative looking things that are just gonna just pop. And then your paint skills are so good. Just look at the weathering on this yellow. Yellow can sometimes be a hard paint to use. You really did a great job with it. Everything on here just looks so cool. Let's cycle through the pictures so we can see a little bit more. Oh, there's only 2 pictures. Dang it, come on, man. You need more than 2 pictures. I'm just giving you crap. I just, every time I see your work, I get excited. I'm happy to see. And even looking at the dio, which isn't technically the showcase piece here, the dio work looks so good. The resin, the water, it looks murky and nasty. I just love it. I love seeing the accessories, the vehicles, and all of that stuff. So keep it coming. And then last but not least, coming from Kraken's Customs, this is, let's see, shipping out soon. Well, I'm sure it's been out for quite some time now. 4-city panel block for Randy GBH, who's your first customer 2 years ago. Panels can be swapped magnetically, as well as the dial can be split into 2 and also make a street corner. Modular dios are awesome. I love when you guys come up with different ways that you can set these things up in different patterns, and I think the buyers of these dios are loving that too, because especially photographers, you keep taking keep taking pictures in front of the same backdrops, and it starts getting a little bit old. You start running out of creative ideas. But when you have the flexibility of being able to take one wall and put it over here, blah, 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 that is something great. So be on the lookout on ideas that you can use to try and implement some modular feeling or modular setups with your dioramas. Maybe it's using magnets to be able to move stuff around and have them click together rather than having, the walls glued completely together. There's a lot of things that you can do. Maybe you don't want to work with magnets. Maybe you want to just do like kind of dovetail kinds of grooves to bring them together and pull them apart. There's all sorts of stuff that you can do to try and make your dioramas that much more versatile. And you could probably charge a little bit more money if you can say this is a 4-in-1 diorama. I mean, who doesn't like a little bit more cash to be able to then throw it into your collection or whatever? Anyway, I am rambling, and this piece, you did a great job. The paint looks awesome. I am really digging on the brickwork, and I love the fact that you've got, let's see, it looks like there's at least 3 different looks in terms of the brick, which gives you that flexibility to move them around, and it's gonna completely change the way that this is gonna look. The signage all looks awesome. Everything just is cohesive. It comes together. It looks like you could actually see this series of buildings together, and it really does look awesome. You did a great job. Look at that. We've got little blinds covering the windows. nice touch. There's just a lot of really cool stuff going on here. And this is a great shot. I love this shot. Coming in, looking at, you can see down the sidewalk. This is awesome. Would love to see a couple action figures in there, but this is just so well done. I'm sure Randy has got to be just ecstatic to get this piece because you did a great job on it. Everybody did a great job on their pieces this week. As always, again, make sure you're using that hashtag, This Week in Dioramas. Thank you to everybody that's been using the hashtag. Great work this week. Alrighty, there you have it, folks. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you enjoyed the dioramas. If you did, make sure you go to the creators' Instagram profiles, give them a like, give them a follow, let them know that you are seeing their work and that you're enjoying it. If you happen to see, tips and tricks that somebody that might be able to benefit from, something new, some new information, by all means, give them that information in a kind and, constructive way. But we all can stand to learn and improve. So be a great community member. I hope that I can be a great community member as well. So there you have it. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, the bell notification, all that crap that YouTube and I want you to do. Leave a comment. Share these videos out, especially to anybody that doesn't know about the show yet. Make sure you keep using the hashtag This Week in Dioramas the next time you post a completed diorama, and you might get showcased in a future episode. And I will see you guys on Monday. Have a great weekend, everybody.